What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is the 13th of August. It is Wednesday. We're going to take a look at Aerodrome Finance / the USD pair. This will be a daily chart. The data here is from Coinbase. Welcome to the channel, guys. What a great time for all of the Aerodrome holders, especially those that have recently got long off of the 73 support level, and then those going back to where the markets bottomed in April, May, June timeframe, the stock market and then the cryptocurrency markets. Awesome opportunity. Aerodrome hit a bottom down there at like 28. We're sitting at $1. Call it $1.28, 29. That's a whole dollar per share. Awesome stuff. We're going to take a look here and see what's going on with the recent price action. Aerodrome currently up 5.21%. We closed, so we have our 120 level. If you've been watching, you're familiar with that 120 level on 8.8. So on the 9th, 10th, 11th of August, that level was market resistance. We bounced off of a 109 support yesterday, and we finally closed above the 120. The close above is quite bullish, and then we also closed above the high of the previous day of the 11th of August. And then so far today, our low is turning 120 into support. So today's low is 1201. So we're turning that level into support. We also have, let's see what the high is over here, 129, and today's high is 130. Guys, we have a new recent high here of the past 4 days or so. Taking out the highs over here from the 9th. Very, very bullish, and you can see the wick down here at 120 support. So my short-term target, again, if you've been watching, you should be familiar with this, is up there at $1.39. We're only 9 cents away from that target. I think it could be hit. It could easily be hit today. That's about between 6 and 8% higher. Awesome stuff. We're going to drop over to the Bitcoin dominance chart. We'll take a look at Bitcoin. We'll take a look over at the coin market cap altcoin index, the fear and greed, and maybe we'll drop into Ethereum. Let's throw the fibs up here. Before we do that, though, of course, we have the 50-day, which is this green line, going up nicely. 200-day is rounding off here, putting it in a bottom. We're getting a little extended from the 50-day, so at some point things will cool down, but we are marching higher. Before we get into the fibs, the 139 level does have a lot of previous support and resistance at it, so I would expect the price to get up to that level and maybe cool off for more than just what we saw here, which was about 3-4 days. But hey, it really depends. If altcoin season is really kicking in here and we're really starting to take off, then I don't really see that happening. Short-term target, though, 139. And of course, we have higher targets, but for now, that's the 139, about 6 to 8% higher. I mean, Aerodrome has been impressive recently. Obviously, look at the chart, and it's been respecting the price levels very, very well. From the 73 support to where we're at now, 77% to the upside. Awesome stuff. Taking a look over at the fib retracements, we'll take this swing high here, which is the 22nd of July, and we'll take our swing low here from the 5th of August, roughly there. You can see we are just above the 1618, a couple candle wicks above that. Next fib level is up there at the 2618 at $1.77. This is just based on that recent correction back in here from end of July to early August. 3618 is up there at $2.51, and the 4236 is up there at $3 and roughly 11 cents. The 3618 at 251 I have a lot of levels right there. Again, you can see the 238 here. So there's a lot going on at this level. And you know, if markets really start to make some headway, we should find ourselves up there, no problem. Let's see if we can throw some fibs on some other areas, which we can. We could throw the fibs if you want to get pretty wild here. We could throw the fibs on this high here from the back in December, and then we'll take this low, which is the low from the April time frame when the market's bottom. And this guy is going to give you some wild upper price targets. So for starters, we don't even have a fib up until the 1618 gets you there at 877, and then things just really start to get wild, very wild. 2618, $73, and you know, you can continue on if you would like. 3618 up there at 600. That's some crazy stuff, you know. Over the years, of course, things like that are possible, but short term, definitely don't believe stuff like that. But you know, getting into new all-time highs, getting up to $6 plus, of course, that is very, very possible in a very strong altcoin season. All right, $1.39 is up next, guys. We're at $1.29 right now. BTC.D, the Bitcoin dominance chart, putting in another lower low. Beautiful. This is such a great bearish chart. Resistance at the 200, close to that death cross, putting in new lower lows. I mean, doesn't get much better than that chart for bearish. Heading into Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a nice rally the other day, reversed. We're stuck here. We're above 116,834 and 130. We still have a target at 130. Again, we'll see if we break out into new all-time highs. Let's head over to CoinMarketCap. Refresh this page. So we're getting a little move up here. We had a 34 in the altcoin season index yesterday, and we're at a 40. So hey, that's a pretty nice pump overnight. Again, got a long way to go, but it's looking like we're heading in that direction for the altcoins. Let's go to fear and greed. Let's see where we're at now. We're at a 63. We're starting to get a little greedy, but again, markets can continue to trend for a while in lots of greed. Markets bottom quickly on fear, but they can stay greedy for very long periods of time. Guys, that's going to wrap it up here. $1.39 is our next target here for Aerodrome. About 6 to 8% higher. We're at $1.30. All links are down below. Check them out. If you're not yet a subscriber, 60% of viewers are not yet subscribed to the channel, so go ahead and do so. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. Of course, not financial advice. You guys have a great day. Hopefully you're doing well here in these markets as the bulls remain in control, both in stocks and in the crypto markets. It's been a fantastic 2025 in finance. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.